This is cs952, Introduction to Web Technologies and Design, and we're getting ready to add some more text to our website. And I typed in top 5 songs about pencils, and I actually do not remember what the top 5 songs about pencils are. But I do have this information available to me. If I go to my tutorial folder, we're going to open up our text files.txt file. This is a file that just has all kinds of different text that we can use to add to our website. And we're going to scroll down to, we're going to get to module 5. That's where we are. Here we go. Top 5 songs about pencils. So here's the first one, Pencil Full of Lead. And I'm going to hit enter on the keyboard and then hit paste. Okay. My next song is Pencil in the Wind by Flight of the Conchords. And I just used a keyboard shortcut. Let me show you exactly what I did. I hit copy, and then I'm going to hit enter, and then again I'm going to right click and choose paste. The next one is My Pencil by MC Water. MC Water, get that? MC Water. Okay, I'm going to right click and choose copy. Go back over here. I will hit enter so I can have a new line, and then right click and choose paste. So what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 2 more to go. Yes? Okay, HB pencil. I'm going to highlight that, right click and choose copy, and then go to my media and hit enter for a new line, and right click and choose paste. Now I'm going to go back. I got one more song here, and it's Pencil Song by Neil Nair. So let's highlight that. I'm going to right click and choose copy, and then go back here to media, hit enter and hit paste. Okay, so I've got my top 5 songs, and I want to put a line here. I'm going to use a horizontal rule. And that's just a line that goes across a page. And so I'm going to go under Insert, and I'm going to go to HTML. And this is a little hard to find. You got to scroll all the way down. In fact, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. Let me slide my recording. Let me slide Dreamweaver up a little bit. Okay. So I'm choosing Insert from the top. I'm going to HTML, and then as I scroll down, well, horizontal rule is still kind of off on the edge. Okay, so I'm going to click on horizontal rule. You should be able to see horizontal rule, and that's this nice little straight line that we have. So what I like to do is drag and highlight my list of my 5 songs. I can click right here on unordered list, and now we get that list where we have the little bullet points right out next to it. But if this is going to be my top 5 songs about pencils, I could click on ordered list, and we've got our ordered list. So I'm going to use my ordered list. Looks a little bit more official to me. Now after my horizontal rule, I'm going to click to put my cursor after the horizontal rule. Really, it's kind of hard to see that it's there, but if I go to the right of my horizontal rule and then click, there's a little tiny flashing pixel that lets you know I'm to the right of my horizontal rule, and I'm going to hit enter, and that gives me a new line, and I'm going to type, do you remember the sound of a pencil, SHARPENER question mark. Do you remember the sound of a pencil sharpener? If you don't, we have pencil sharpeners at West LA College. Now we're going to add, this is kind of exciting, we're going to add an HTML5 audio player. Okay, so I'm going to go under Insert, and I'm going to go to HTML again, and this time I'm going to choose HTML5 audio, and this is going to add in a standard HTML5 audio player. So we just click on that, and our audio player is in place. We have a nice large icon to help us find it on the page, but we will not see that icon when we're actually looking at the page in a web browser. That's mostly there to help us find where this code is on the page. Now at this point you need an MP3 file to play with our MP3 audio player. If you don't have an MP3 file, you can look in resources. There's a really good website for converting just about anything to an MP3 file, and I'll give you the web address for it. It's http://www.youtube, you've heard of YouTube, -mp3.org. And if you go to this website, you can put in the link to just about any YouTube video, and it will convert that video. If you had a website about baseball, and there was a song that you found on YouTube that was about baseball, and you wanted to convert that to an MP3 file, just put the URL for that video in here and hit convert video, and you would be all set. So let's jump back to Dreamweaver. We do have a file that we can use in our tutorial section for our music. So I would like to do that, and I'm going to do a little file organization here. I'm going to drag out my files panel, and let's open this guy up and have a look at it. And currently, I'm going to be using, if I look in my tutorial folder, if I look under audio, we can see we've got a audio file here. It's the sound of a pencil sharpener. I would like to use this, but I want to take this audio folder, and I want to, right now it's sitting inside of my tutorial folder. I would like to have it in the same directory as the rest of my top level folders, my asset folders like CSS and fonts. So one way I can do that is by clicking on the audio folder and then dragging it right to my root directory folder and releasing, and we can now see that the audio file has been moved right here. This is right where we want it. Now, if you're not using the tutorial files, if you've got your own audio file, you could add your own folder. Just click on the root directory folder, right click, and you could choose new folder and create a new folder, whatever you wanted to. So, I'll go ahead and create a new folder, and I'll call this new folder video. Okay, we don't have anything in it, we'll call it video. And so now we've got our audio file right here that we're going to be using Sharpener. It's right in the audio folder. So I'm going to close my files, get that out of the way. Now this is all we have to do to get this audio file working. The most important thing we need to do is to assign a source to our audio player. Without a source, we've got nothing. So I'm going to click on the Browse for File folder icon. I'm going to click there. And now I'm looking for the source. What's the source of my audio? Where's my audio going to be playing from? And I'm going to open up the audio folder that we just dragged over, and I'm going to click on Sharpener. Okay? And I'm going to click there. Now we want to make sure that when we add these files, get rid of any spaces. You can replace them with the underscore character. That's it. Now we've got some audio that's ready to play. I want to make sure that in my fallback text I type something in here, and I'm going to type your browser, BROWSER, does not support HTML5 audio, AUDIO. If for some reason this page loads and we can't play the audio, then this message will appear. Your browser does not support HTML5 audio. Chances are extremely small that this is going to happen. MP3 audio has become the standard for audio playback now, and we're just skipping over providing alternate sources because alternate sources either are of inferior quality or are 10 or 20 times larger than the MP3 file. So given the overwhelming acceptance of the MP3 format, we're just going to use that for the sole source for our audio. We're getting ready to take a break, but real quick now, let's click on Preview in our browser, and we're asked, do we want to save changes? We'll say yep. And we haven't filled out our video section yet. We've got our audio in here, and I can play the audio. Hopefully you were able to hear some of that, and this is a good place to take a break. So we're going to come back and continue with adding the video to our website.